Lawful cleric. It wasn't a bribe. I didn't know that they were gonna take the trinkets and make money off of them. They could have just killed us or something. It's only a bribe if I intended it to be. Literally everyone else. It was totally a bribe. Hey, what's up everybody, I'm Shizzle my Nizzle, and welcome to another DnDGreentext video. I hope you guys are doing great today. Before jumping into this video, I just want to remind you to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Don't forget to do that. And smash like on the video now, because later you're gonna enjoy it so much you're gonna forget to do that. And with that being said guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Goblins worship a gold tablet. DM tells us that there is a group of goblins that are worshipping a golden tablet that we need for a quest. I come up with the idea to turn one of us invisible, hold up the tablet and tell them that their god has come. The only one who knows the goblin language is our 6'8" barbarian with an intelligence of 7. Dude can't even count on his fingers. He rolls high enough to convince them. He tells them that they must sacrifice themselves for him. Natural 20. All 29 goblins line up as the shaman decapitates them all. He keeps the shaman as a pet. Okay, I don't know. This story seems very familiar. I think it's a repost or something, because I remember reading this before, but it's so hilarious though. God damn it, what a nice way to start the video. What a hilarious story to start the video with, I mean. Now here's the same story from the perspective of a goblin. Bimmy, goblin con artist. Con someone out of a gold tablet. Shiny.png. Think of a better idea than selling it. I might be able to convince the idiots from my hometown that it's a religious artifact and to get them to pay me a tithe. It works. I have a stable income for the first time in my life. The only work that I have to do is to say some bullshit about a golden god. One day, the gold tablet starts flying around. Oh sh**. The voice tells us that it's our god. Oh sh**. Asks us to sacrifice ourselves to it. Idiots line up and let me sacrifice them. Tablet doesn't ask me to stab myself, so I don't. Suddenly, big guy appears, holding our tablet. He doesn't kill me and he keeps me around as a pet. My face when I get to live on someone else's money. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, that was actually amazing and I think better than the original story. Wow, I love that, okay. Use the magic word. Play a Chronorgist wizard. Kill a powerful humanoid NPC with no class levels. Use arcane abeyance to create a delayed summon greater demon. Give the delayed spell bead to your familiar. Cast magic circle. Have your familiar use the delayed spell bead to summon a diebuck, using its own concentration. Using your concentration, you cast planar binding on the demon. It's a non-concentration spell, but you need to concentrate while casting it, as it has a casting time of 1 hour. You now control the debug. You command the debug to possess the humanoid NPC that you killed. It gets that humanoid's stats and abilities, but not class features. Play a bard. Find a powerful NPC with no class levels. Roll persuasion. What exactly is a bribe anyway? Party is enslaved in the mines to dig for gold and stuff. The lawful good forge cleric builds rudimentary forge and smelts gold ore into trinkets. He leaves the trinkets by the gate where the guards pass by, knowing that the guys are underpaid. Guards take the trinkets, sell them, and get money. Guards find out that the forge cleric did this and decide to give him and the party some privileges. They give them badges that allow them to get better food, accommodations, and better living standards. Lawful cleric. It wasn't a bribe. I didn't know that they were gonna take the trinkets and make money off of them. They could have just killed us or something. It's only a bribe if I intended it to be. Literally everyone else. It was totally a bribe. We followed up with an out-of-game, hour-long ethics discussion on what does and does not constitute a bribe. Me, getting a brilliant idea to write an ethics paper based on this. You learn such interesting things in D&D. Isn't it pretty clearly a bribe though? I don't know, do you guys think you can argue that that was not a bribe, that he did it with other intentions? I don't really see that working out. But let me know in the comments what you think about this, I'm actually curious. A new twist on one of the classic blunders. Bimmy, swashbuckler rogue. Pin at me, irrelevant party, and the big bad evil guy's wizard henchman. The wizard henchman kidnaps the count's daughter and has a dagger to her throat. So, obviously, a suitably devious idea forms in my head. Before anything else can be done, I tell the rest of the party, out loud, to head back into town because I must handle this alone. The party protests, but I insist and manage to make them leave. I sit down, take out my character's stuff but otherwise mundane tea set and magic hot plate thing, and I begin brewing a pot. DM already knows where this is going. Doesn't matter. Mask is covering anything that would let the henchman figure it out. Offer the henchman a cup. Produce a tin of fine white powder. Now, I'm sure a smart fellow like you has heard this tale. So, I have here more poison than an elephant could build immunity to, and I'll let you be the one to place it. Turn around and let him do this thing. Choose a cup. Probably has the powder in it considering henchman is still playing along. Make a toast. We both knock it back. Suspicions confirmed. By the sweetness, there's at least half of that powdered sugar in there. I drink the rest of it anyway, because Death Lotus Petal Tea is an expensive treat after all. I take the count's daughter by the arm as the convulsions begin, and I leave before the henchman can really start hemorrhaging. Receive the sole credit for the rescue. That phase when I was known as the "you want tea, pure blood." Okay, so I'm gonna assume that the tea itself was poisoned because the powder was just sugar. That's pretty smart, not gonna lie. It's a pretty tricky one. What the f do I do now? Bimmy, first year of D&D as the DM. I run modules because homebrew is fun, but it's too much work. I want to run my team to a hard survival scenario. Run Out of the Abyss.x. I decide to start at level 1, and I give them a free feat because I'm a nice DM and this is gonna be hard. God tier rolls occur. They kill everyone in the prison and burn it to the ground. What the f*** that JPEG? Today is our third session. I present a fun kidnapping scenario, gang of orc and goblin with 18 AC war boss. The centaur natural 20 is his first hit, max damage, and the boss is dead on the first turn of combat. The team forces them to be shown their hideout. Meet with the number 2 in the clan and force his subjugation. Drow slavers catch up to them. 4 Drow scouts ambushed and killed, no problem. Warn them that CR12 module miniboss is coming. Evil DM thoughts that zip. The team sets up the ultimate ambush after looting the scouts. I show them their foe and offer them a chance to flee, but they refuse. They ambush the CR12 boss, her 2 CR5 bodyguards, a CR5 assistant, and twin CR2 monsters. The first player comes up with a fun idea to twin spell Ice Knife, but with the vial of Drow poison they just took from dead scouts. What? They both hit. They all fail their dex saves. They all fail 5 or lower on con save. They are all unconscious save 1 scout and 1 monster. Dissonant Whispers is cast. Goodbye CR5 bodyguard. 2 players kill CR2 like he's made of glass. This was supposed to be the big bad once they reached level 7. The camp of goblins and orcs bows down to them. They ask about other camps like this. I panic and say yes, there is another close by. The team plans to subjugate that clan as well and bring them into the fold. My team now plans to destroy the Underdark. They request the game's name be changed to Destroying the Abyss. Today is our third session. God damn it, I love it when players manage to completely mess with the... I'm sorry DMs, okay, I just love stories like this. When the players completely mess the plan the DM had originally. I mean, I think that happens pretty often, but not as bad as this usually. But the title question of what to do has a pretty simple answer. I mean, you can always start throwing harder and harder to your players until you get them back on the track that you want. I don't know. I mean, that's an option, right? Gun fishing. Player says he wants to play an avenging assassin. He's a bit of a anyway, but seems willing to engage in a game for once instead of getting drunk and sabotaging the other players for attention and lols. I do a campaign based around the party tracking down a string of villains who send an army to their town, endangering their families and killing some of their friends. Halfway through the final session, after finally finding the final lair of the top boss, the player says he isn't going to bother and chooses to go fishing instead. It seems like he expects the party to follow him as well. They don't, and want to go for the final boss. Thinking him and his random I tell him to roll a d6 every hour and he can catch something on a 6. The rest of the party goes for the final showdown. He sits in a grump, being ignored by everyone, and doesn't like it, and gets drunk in the corner. The campaign concludes successfully, big fight is enjoyed, XP awarded, and treasure shared out. The player selects to withhold his share as he did all. He gets to keep his fish though. Glad it worked out, but if he has a history of this sort of behavior, you shouldn't have let him play. Yeah, I don't know if there's something missing from the story, but that's just awkward, and why would you do that? This is why we can't have nice things. Be me, 18. Parents want to do something with me, so I suggest D&D since I've been doing that recently. I get a friend that hosts my D&D and I get into gaming mode. We start playing, and 15 minutes in, my friend tells me there is a scared little elf in the dungeon. I, in a relaxed mood, easily say, her. My parents just went into their room and my friend immediately left. I don't know what to do now. Yeah, I'm completely baffled of how to react to that. What the That's all I can say. This should be top post on RPG horror stories. Alright, that's it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Please leave a like if you did and subscribe for more if you haven't already. Also, thank you to everyone supporting the channel on Patreon. Really appreciate it, guys. So thanks a lot for the support given there. Links below if you want to check out the subreddit, all other social media. Join the Discord server. And yeah, that's it. Thanks again for watching and I'll see you next time. Have a great day. Bye.